It was not easy to get to New Ulm. In 1856, the town was on the edge of the frontier, with only Fort Ridgely and the Indian reservations beyond it. The roads were few, and those were barely usable, muddy in the spring, then heavily rutted and dusty in the summertime. The Minnesota River was the best travel route, but even then it proved treacherous. One visitor, Henry David Thoreau, described his voyage in 1861.
It was not a straight reach of mile in length as far as we went. Generally, you couldn't see a quarter of a mile of water, and the boat was steadily turning this way or that. It was a very novel kind of navigation to me. The last of the little settlements on the river was New Ulm. It consists wholly of Germans.
One of those Germans, Philip Gross, realized that travelers would need a place to stay after such a wearying journey, and in 1856 opened the city's first hotel, the Minnesota House. Business was so good that after the hotel burned in 1860, he quickly replaced it with an even grander building, renaming it the Union Hotel as a sign of patriotism. 2 years later, on Sunday, August 17, 1862, a crowd gathered in front of Gross's hotel to hear a speech by Major Thomas Galbraith, who assured the townspeople that they had no reason to fear the nearby Dakota Indians, and that young men should sign up to fight for the Union during the Civil War. The next morning, a recruiting party out in the country was attacked by the Dakota. Word spread quickly, and farmers placed their families in wagons and headed for New Ulm, where barricades were hastily thrown up around a 3-block area of downtown. In the days that followed, the Union Hotel was turned into a makeshift hospital for the wounded, and among its doctors was William Mayo, father of the founders of the Mayo Clinic. Peace returned to the nation in 1865, and now instead of a hospital, the second floor became a popular venue for plays and concerts that are so beloved by Germans. With peace came prosperity, and across Minnesota, railroad construction began in earnest. In 1872, the Winona and St. Peter Railroad came to New Ulm, bringing in more and more visitors to the growing city and to Philip Gross's hotel. Although the Union Hotel survived the Dakota conflict, it did not escape a fire in the early morning of July 5, 1875. Within hours, the building was gone. But with no hesitation, Gross made plans for a new building, but this time built of brick. To design the building, he hired the city's premier architect, Julius Berndt, who later gained renown as the father of the Herman Monument. 6 months later, the new Union Hotel opened its doors. It remained in the family until 1899, when the new owner, Peter Manderfeld, added a third floor and changed its name to the Grand Hotel. In recent years, though, it has been restored by descendants of the original proprietor, Philip Gross.